don't know what cards I'm supposed to keep. So should we switch to the Zerg tracks? Yeah, it's probably going in the usual order. Let's see. Let's see. Let me just type this StarCraft Zerg music. I feel like there's more Terran music than Zerg music. Wait, this is StarCraft 2 music. Wait. Alright. What does our deck do that's powerful?
Eyes on the horizon.
Job's done.
Infestor, then Viper. Oh yeah, but that is powerful. Do I need to kill this at all cost?
Eyes on the horizon.
Very annoying. Bro. Bad. That's unlucky. Oh god, that's very bad. I don't have an answer for this. What do I do here, dude? It's awkward as shit. Why do I get this roach jerkwad again? Like, come on, dude. I don't know. Disable this effing sound, please. Do you guys not like the StarCraft music? Should I turn it down? I'll just turn it down. The mini set saved the worst meta ever. I think it did, dude. Alright, we're getting wrecked here though.
Make no mistakes.
Not sure what I'm supposed to do here. This is bad. Does anyone know if I do Viper but they don't have hand space? Wait, this just wrecks me though too. This is very bad actually. I really don't know what to do here. I think I'm effed. Wait. Oh, it comes back as a 3/3. That's very bad as well. I don't know what to do here. Next turn I can go Freezy boy. But I think banelings should hit their own side. What do you think? This looks bad. I think they go face first there. Yeah, I forgot banelings. Wait, banelings don't kill themselves anyways, right?
Eight combatants enter, and I take the crown.
Oh, here we go, chat. Yeah. So if I trade off Bob, problem was the reborns hit first, I think. I could do this.
Interesting.
Shout it from the mountaintop.
I'm not rooting for you.
That was good. Hanging in their hands gamer, chat. I don't know if there's another way to do that.
The runes decide your fate.
Chat, I need to draw like Ruska here. Surprising.
Unholy, symbol of death.
Eyes on the
The
horizon.
citadel stands strong. It's a symbol of life. It's a
Okay, I need to draw like, I don't know, Hydra here or something. I don't know.
blood, remnants of life. The citadel stands strong.
Draw me a Ruska, baby. Ruska me, baby. Yes!
My dressmates crave blood.
a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
I need like Quartz Crusher here. Did not hit it.
Of the bitter.
It's unfortunate. Don't have anything that really helps here. I'm probably gonna die. I don't know.
Decisions.
The citadel stands strong.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
Well, maybe they have no damage here, chat. Probably not. Thank you for the prime.
And this is to go. Your souls belong to the
Giveaway's already done, yeah.
Good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
They're going for the Wait, a live hands gamer?
Here I come, ready or not.
Wait, I'm just still dead. It doesn't matter, chat, because I have no taunts and they just deal 7. But it was a nice emotional moment.
the wars to come.
Here I come, ready or not.
Versus you dare challenge the war chief!
Nothing stands in my way.
Mic it up. I can put a mic closer to my mouth.
Eyes on the horizon!
What happened to my game, chat? Here we start. Wait, what? Disconnected? Oh no, chat. Alright, let's try again. Chat, Bugstone. Bear Bully, thank you for the 11 months. No lock yet? Maybe we'll play lock next. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! The fastest clicker in the West, chat. So Lima, here's the thing. I don't care to like go do the logic. I go and I sort by win rate, and if it's winning, I play it. It's really that simple. All right, so this is very good. Not again, dude. Dude, what is up? Do you think the Kerrigan skin is causing it to crash over and over again? Music too loud? I think the music is too loud.
I say resolve!
And smell the flower.
I say resolve!
Seems a good chat.
Operation. The citadel stands strong.
The Citadel stands strong. Chat, the buffs are just gonna be insane. I get to go mosh pit next turn. Like, you seeing this shit, chat? Are you seeing this shit? I could go Viper again, chat. Do I go Viper again? I kind of want to go Viper again. It sometimes pulls out on Killiax though, but my board just becomes insane, right? This is ridiculous, chat. And then I go Kerrigan next turn, and it just like it's over, dude. Like, they do this, but like I'm going to wreck them here. Oh wow, okay.
Here I come, ready or not.
Look at this chat. Oh my god, dude. Ridiculous. This $60, yeah. So they need to make a way that like you keep her after you change. Yeah. I mean, they always come at the end of the turn, so they're never not transformed. Unless, like, something weird happens. Alright, chat. The question is, do I... do I want to go Viper here? It's kind of good.
How
But,
to
like, it's
toy
kind of
with
not good,
them.
actually. I'm gonna do this. More buffs.
Eyes on the horizon!
You could destroy his ad.
How to toy with them.
I wonder if I ever lose this. I was so ahead. I don't know, it's weird. Oh, no, I never lose this, right?
What to choose?
Trying to figure out what my best course of action with my other mana is. Like, all right,
Take
this
a
is the play.
good look. You ain't never seen the light again.
What to choose?
Take a good look. You ain't never seen the light again. Very good. Take a good look. You ain't never seen the light again.
Operation.
So if you had to trade into the 6/8 there, that's the right way to do it, because then you always get the Unkilliak steal. Where if you trade into the 3/4, it throws. Because so that's why I had to think about it.
demonstration of my genius.
Nothing stands in my way.
Laughing thing for the 25 months. Alright. Yes, you did a little stand strong.
The swarm will consume all.
I didn't draw the good card, chat. This sucks, chat. My hand's a bunch of unplayable cards.
So many
Wait, what? I don't expect this. Alright, top deck, and whatever the guy is.
The citadel stands strong.
I don't know, I'm overdrawing here. But I hit Kerrigan, so I kind of changed my mind. I want to be able to go coin Kerrigan here. Is this the best deck? No, Terran Shaman's the best deck. Of course, that's... Oh, son of an infestor death. I think I'm effed here, but...
Eyes on the horizon!
Cute little play, right?
Here I come.
I'm probably losing though. I mean, I just bricked my early game, and now I'm just too far behind.
Here I come, ready or not. Too many cards.
The portrait, you might be right, Chris. Yeah, time to burn more money, right?
The citadel stands strong.
You know what I probably should have done there? I missed what's going on here? Why are they forge your Willising these 1/1s? There's some fancy lethal here. Oh, they need to make board space. That's interesting. Yeah, we did. I mean, they didn't need to do that, but it's the win.
Nothing stands in my way.
You just really need to draw the the infestor. The deck is so dependent on it. Can we cut all the unplayable cards and make a deck actually good? Dude, I'm so glad that we have deck building expert Pitisme, who knows just how to make good decks. Unfortunately for them, they don't know how to play the decks, which is why they're not. But they're always just know exactly. Just cut the bad cards and make the good cards. You know. Like, why didn't I think of that? Man. I kind of want to get greedier value on this investor here. Blizzard should hire you as a consultant. All right. Well, I figured out how for Blizzard. So if they want the game to be a big success, right? This is what they need to stop being greedy and start making the game good and stop making the game bad. All right. You know, they need to make things that people enjoy. Okay. People want to feel good, so they should do that. All right. Man. Thank you for the 10 mods. Alright, what do I do here? I think I have to do clears here. I want more greed on my infestor though.
Decisions. How interesting.
I could have just gone high Viper there. Might have been better. I don't know. We'll never know. I can just go Airlock Breach into Investor plus Yodeler. That seems decent. Or I could just go Kerrigan. That'll be 10,000. I've heard that's what consultants do. You know, they hire someone and they're like, we don't know why we're making enough money. They're like, yeah, so it costs you $100 to make this, and you're charging like you know something like basically it's something really obvious, and they're just like, what? Thank God. Like, but for some reason, like apparently people in the company know this, but like no one wants to take the fall. You know, it's actually like it really bothers me how much of like society people just learn to keep their mouths shut, because if they don't, like they get punished, right? So then I don't know, you have to do all this bullshit. I don't know, this bothers me, you know. Anyways, You could do that too. I mean, the hard part of that is I have to get people to think my opinion is valuable, and I don't know if it is. But right, but I mean, I don't. I mean, yeah, it's But yeah, that's part of the reason like I'm writing my book. I'm trying to make myself like just more of an authority on things, you know? So if my book's a success, then people might like be like, "Oh, that's that guy," you know? I've learned more from coaching than I have from like I've learned so much from coaching. That's why I do it. It's very difficult. It takes it pays better than streaming to be honest, but like but it takes a lot of energy like but you grow as a person, like you learn about how the brain works really well from coaching, and like you tell your student something and it doesn't work, and so a lot of the stuff I've like you see my coaching now, it's like pretty decent, but like I made a lot of mistakes in my early days, so just because I was
No one gets a free pass. How to
Eyes on the
toy
horizon.
with them.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a rat again. Buried dead or alive.
Shout it from the mountaintops.
crap. No,
Buried dead or alive.
no, literally the worst
Take a good
it's
look.
possible
You ain't
here.
never seen a rat again.
That's unfortunate.
Buried dead or alive.
You see that? Like that's some bullshit. Hit all the 1/1s. Like I want to hit the 3/3s. Oh god. We got some bad news for you, Yugi boy. Wait, what is chat saying? Hey, it's Gallon. I saw that. I didn't remember that it was Gallon. Oh, how's the mini set? It's great. I was commenting that, dude, it was all everyone was hating and being like this mini set's gonna be bad, like, oh, it's this, and like it's great and the cards are relevant, and it's like, so it's just like everybody likes to hate, and it's kind of funny to see, you know, it's nice when the haters are wrong, you know.
How to toy with them.
Karen gameplay. We did Karen play gameplay, so we're all unplayable. Yeah. I think I'll do both, Ezekiel. I mean, I'm not making much progress this month. But I've got like, I have a lot of work to do. I've kind of I've written most of it, but there's like rewrites and all sorts of stuff. So there's a lot of work to do. It's gonna be really hard. Probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. It's probably gonna be the hardest long-term thing I've done in my life. There's things that have been harder that have been like winning a tournament and stuff like that. But it'll probably be like the hardest, big thing I've done. I think I'm losing. I don't know. Kind of good, right? That's not kind of good. That Mutilus is that is a lot of damage. That is a cool little effect. Yeah. Yeah, so one of the fundamental things, so how's Warrior now with the mini set? It didn't do as well as some of these other decks. But I see some stats. There are some lists performing well. So basically, it looks like it might still be better than it was before because it was trash before. I couldn't have hit my freaking Stolen Baron there. Wait. Do I ever win here? If these all go face, do I sometimes win? I was like, what? Alright.
The citadel stands strong.
That is enough.
What's the book about? It's the process of going how do you get good, if you at a video game, or how do you get good at anything? And kind of my experience of I've done this so many times with so many things now that I've kind of made mental models for the learning process. And I feel at least the stuff that I have seen out there is very lacking. I feel people don't have good mental models for learning. So one of the concepts is let's say you learn spend your mana, but you also learn control the board. And when you hear influencers say things, they're you gotta control the board, and people know that, but they also you gotta spend your mana. And the hard part isn't learning these things. It's how do you figure out when to control the board and when to spend your mana? Because sometimes they contradict each other, right? That's the hardest thing about these learning things. There's also I go less in the, so I do do a little bit of sort of technique stuff, but it's less about technique. So it's less. I do talk a little bit about that. So technique is if you're learning a tennis stroke, how to serve. My thing might be how often do you go for a topspin serve versus you go for a slice serve, stuff like that. Like, and how do you figure that out? That is kind of what the book is largely about. So, so yeah, and it's about you creating your own models in your own head. So even one of the things, I think I talk about a certain chapter, I don't know if this is going to be a major thing, but like, I think it's better for you to be wrong using your own methods than to blindly trust somebody else. So if you feel a certain deck is good, you go play it, and then you take your rank, you learn more from that than just going and playing Hamba Paladin. All right, you can learn because your brain says this is good, and then you lose. The problem is people, what they do is they lose, and then they go and they say, well, I lost because I got unlucky. And that's like, that's the big danger there.
How interesting.
I'm going very high tempo here. So it's better for you like this. So it's like, so like I have kind of like this whole model for how I think you should approach learning something. So in the early stages, it's actually really easy because you're kind of so overwhelmed with things that as long as you're doing things and you learn something every game, like, oh, that card was a thing. Oh, that card was a thing. You don't need to like do anything spectacular. You just have to recognize, oh, that card was a thing. I need to play, you know, I need to do something about that card. I could go double trigger here, but I think I'm better off getting this infestor down. So if they don't kill this, I can go Yodeler on this, and then it's like, so, but eventually what happens is you get stuck, and you're plateauing, yeah. And then, so what do you do there? Like the big thing is you go and you figure out why you're plateauing, right? That's the big thing. So a lot of the students, I had multiple students this week that they were plateauing. I looked at their games. It was very obvious what they're doing wrong. I told them, and they like sent me screenshots. Hey, I killed it this week. And really, they had a very easy to fix thing that they just didn't know what they were doing wrong. Sometimes the thing is like, sometimes when you, the more you get, the less low hanging fruit there are. So as you play, like do things longer, it gets a lot harder to figure out what to do, because like more and more of things, do you see that, chat? More and more of things become solved. So but effectively you kind of keep learning and you keep this, and then some things like you know, for example, like let's say you're playing tennis, you might have to like just work on your backhand, like that might be this, and that might take a lot of like technical work. Hearthstone's not very technical. There are technical decks though, like, but you can usually learn them in a week. Certain like the really hard ones, So, and a lot of, I think, like the big thing that I see missing from like the internet is everyone goes to the internet and they like, if you look at fitness influencers, which is terrible, they're all like, hey, this thing that you think is important, because they take something that's unimportant and they say it's important. because that gets them attention. And it says the person says, "Oh, I didn't poop 2 hours before my workout. That's why I'm not getting gains." You know, like that doesn't matter, right? But like someone might think that matters, you know? Do I have lethals here? Do I double trade and then freeze? This is awkward. I can get my minions reborn. That's not that helpful. I'm taking a lot of damage. Even this damage matters here. Please retract. Yeah, so... You know what? I can freeze here and then I don't trade. And then they have less board space. And then I can go this and rush and probably get a lethal next turn. So I'm gonna do that.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts?
Look at Steely Boy there. But Steely Boy doesn't give him lethal because they don't get the buffs. Yeah, they think this is lethal. It's not. This is...
What?
So this... And their board's full. It's over. Wait, no! Okay. They don't quite have it, right? No, don't get another fiery boy. Don't get another fiery boy. Brick, brick, brick. No! Son of a gunshot. Do I have any ways to wait? Oh, I can steal one of their wait. I can steal one of their Zerglings, chat. I think. Or do they have any other? Okay, Zergling would be plus 12, so 13. I need a way to deal a little bit more damage, right? How do I deal a little bit more damage here?
How interesting.
Are there Zergs? Yeah, it will get the plus 12, 12, 12. So that's 13. I guess I have to draw. Viper a Zerg from his hand, but the problem is it dies because I do infinite damage.
How interesting.
Okay.
The citadel stands strong.
Is that good enough? No, it's not. I don't know what to do here. It's so close.
The citadel stands strong.
Yeah. I guess you overtrade. I don't know. Yeah, so it's one off lethal there. So it's 13, 13, 15, 28, and hero power is 29. So it's off. It's one off. Very close, right?
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could.
Okay, that death thing is pretty good. So yeah. But yeah, so the idea of the book is like as you get but like the more like how do you figure out the most efficient way to figure out what you're doing wrong is copy off other people. The hard stuff the hard stuff to do, and I've done this, so I think I have like some authority on this because is when there's no one to copy off of, when it's a completely novel situation and you can't just look up the right answer, and it's also the situation's too complex, so you really kind of have to learn how to trust, how to give yourself information, think about your own biases, and trust your own intuition. And that's more like very, very difficult.
My way.
Chat just does like the hand waving lethal. They're like, it looks like lethal. It's a lot of damage, right? Like, we don't want to do the math because math is lame, right? So we're just gonna say lethal, you know? Addicted to fast answers, yeah. So, kind of want to just slam the infestor here. I think I'm going to. Because it's just nice to have that tempo.
That was a mistake.
My red blade prays blood. Engine screaming.
I made the changes. It took about some.
Engine screaming.
The sword will consume all.
citadel stands strong.
Ghost reporting.
What do I do here, chat? Wait, I can go Banelings, and then I can just trigger my Banelings with the Yodeler, right? That seems kind of decent.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen the light again. Take a good look. You ain't never seen the light again.
Take a good look is not good here. It's much better next turn.
Shouted from the mountaintops.
Move quickly.
That's actually. I think I thought it for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I made a mistake there. Probably fine. Would you like to design your own video game, or is that not really your thing? I live in a life of limited time and energy, and there's only so many things I can do. If I had like 1,000 years, I have made my own calculator video game a long time ago. If I had unlimited time, I probably would, but I don't have unlimited time. Life is short, and I have to find the things that I consider the best use of my time. So that's kind of my mentality there. Oh,
The swarm will consume all.
well, give me Kerrigan here. This is frustrating.
Yodelay-hee-hoo! Yodelay-hee-hoo!
Oh, I forgot that, if I'm just dead here.
Got no patience for sitting around.
Context of games, yeah. I mean, it's meant to be beyond, and I use tons of examples from other things, and it's like a lot of it is about turning this into like, I mean, I actually think one of the social purposes of like why one of the actual, because people have like a very negative view of video games, and I think some of them could, but like a lot of like the video game is like a simulated environment where you can get practice very cheaply in learning how to be good at something. So one of the things, like I used to do stand-up. Stand-up is incredibly difficult to get good at because it's a huge amount of time to get you really have to be in front of people to learn stand up. It's not something you can do socially isolated. Where Hearthstone, you can just play by yourself and learn the game through the mechanics. So it's very expensive, effectively. Like it's more like you have to spend 2 hours driving somewhere, wait 2 hours. You might have to spend 5 hours, like often, to get 5 minutes, like 7 minutes of 7 minutes of experience. So it's so because of that, it's just a lot of. Oh, chat, I'm 1 in 5 with this deck, by the way. I'm not doing great. I don't know why. So it's just a lot of time and energy for a low ROI, basically.
Nothing that hurts my hounds.
So it's hard to get that experience, where with other art forms, like you can get a lot more experience on your own. For Hydros here, the Hydros is good. Maybe it is Hydralisk. I don't know. I wanted to set up for like Infestor here, with like trade, play the Zerglings here. I also could go Baneling Barrage here. I go Baneling Barrage, and then I play them, and then I rush them in. That's another option. Like, it deals with a lot of tempo. I don't think that's actually quite good. They yeah, that could also be like a really thing. Like certain kinds of video games can be hard to learn when you have to, like, the funnel video game. Like you play Mario, like you're gonna be bad often at the late rounds, right? Where you're good at the early rounds, and that happens like pretty obviously because let me say that happens largely because you get all this practice in the early rounds, right? And less get practice in the late rounds. So I do like, what do you think? I do say like sometimes like that's where you can spend more time like reflecting, and like when there's like a high cost so of learning something. So when I first learned how to do a 360 on the skis when I was 17, I would like I took me 11 tries. I would go up the thing, and then I'd do the big jump and do the 360. What was I gonna say? Super data is surely a huge part of it. Yeah. So I mean, I'm but like I still, what I was saying, I would visualize, and I think visualization is overrated. Like some people like are really big on visualization. I think the biggest, like, you're better off just doing it. but sometimes you can't just do it because it's expensive, right? So like, you know, the funny examples, if you ever like, you know, like you need to tell someone, you know, what is it? Wait, ooh, okay, Freezy Boy is insane here.
Eight combatants enter, and I take
Boa noite, tudo bem? What was that? What was I saying? Yeah, so in Hearthstone, like things that like the disadvantages like this game has is like we don't have like sandbox mode. We can't create these sort of isolated like things to like just do certain turns. But
Here I come, ready or not.
I'm not rooting for you.
but where was I going with this? So to me, that's pretty fun. So like a lot of it's just like different. So different like different approaches to different things. So you know, how do you approach? I talk about practicing a lot, and there are what I call Hearthstone is actually very cheap, affordable practice. Like I get to play. I'm playing against Pocket Train today, a world champion. All I had to do is get top 100 legend, and I get to practice against the best players in the world. All right, that's something that you can't do if you're like in baseball, right? You can't just like if you're trying to get better, you can't just go queue up on ladder against the best players in the world. You know, so stuff like that. So how do you, just get top 100 legend? I got top 100 legend like the second month I played, which is, or third month I played, which is probably more aside that Hearthstone isn't that hard, but still. All right. Three,
How to
one.
toy with them.
I kind of want to go Hydralisk over. All right, I think I'm gonna do this here.
How to toy with them.
That seems good. Been weekly. I mean, I was probably putting 50 to 60. You know, I mean, I was also studying. So I studied a lot more in my early days. I don't study much more. So I would watch lots of streams. I'd watch replays. I don't study as much anymore, but because I'm lazy. But almost like all the times I got like big #1 legends for the month, like I was studying other players playing the decks at top 10. I mean, that's another thing. Like in poker world, like the fact that you could just go on someone's stream in Hearthstone and watch some of the best players in the world like play the game is such a resource, and part of why I think like you can have new players where historically in like the early days of poker, like players would keep their secrets, you know. All right, I might have lethal here if they don't kill me, right? Yeah, look, got him.
That is enough.
So but yeah, I mean, it's with YouTube, like so many art forms are. It's never been easier. I go to metalegend.com. You can't do that anymore. I think with YouTube nowadays, if you want to learn something, it's easier than it's ever been. It used to be the information was scattered. You'd have to buy like a video online. You have to hire teachers. It's never been easier to learn things like random shit. And so, but I think even like I think the hard part is like, okay, you watch a YouTube video, like you'd figure out like, is learning my arpeggios on the guitar useful or not? And I think certain things that are very highly technical, like learning a musical instrument, I think what can be hard about some of those things is that, what was I gonna say? Like learning a musical instrument, is like it takes a long time, so you have to like figure out. So because it takes a long time, you have to figure out like what do I, like I said, do I learn my arpeggios here? You know, is it worth it? I probably should have. I don't know. It's probably fun. I'm not saying that at all. I don't know why you're saying that, random. Like, 1K hours before you're good at a musical instrument. I see. I also don't really like the insert hours, because it's super correlational, right? Like, if you're putting time, I've seen so many people put tons of hours into things and still suck. And I'm like, you've been doing this for 2 years, and I've been doing this for a year, and I'm way better than you. Like, why is that? And also, there are people who learn very fast, you know? I've seen that so many times in so many art forms, and I think it's like this appeal to simplicity, but I really disagree with the just like, oh, I'll put in more hours. That's like always technically the right answer, but I just don't like that answer, basically.
Shouted from the mountaintops.
I might just double trade here. Because getting rid of that so they can't abuse it anymore. Command is saying to someone, I've done this. I thought it. I don't say it, Azika. I say it to people on things other things I do. And like, I'm like, why don't you, like, it's like people, and I think that like part of the reason I believe in the methods is when I was young, I didn't have good methods, and I was one of the people. I played tennis for a lot of years, and I didn't get better. Like, I just kept playing, and I kept not getting better, and I don't think I was untalented, but I really got better slowly, and I saw all my friends pass me up and become better than me. And like, they had like teachers, but like, then I hired a coach too. You know, I got hired a coach. I did some of the things, and I truly believe I had all these bad mentalities. And when I cleaned a lot of those up, things got better, basically. So
The swarm will consume all.
they would have nice rackets. I went and bought nice rackets. I did that too. I was like trying this, you know? So, but yeah. I mean, I think it was a lot of things, but like I just was kind of doing things, and I wasn't so like, I think I wasn't practicing enough. I wasn't like adding new things on my own repeatedly. I didn't have the systems I have now to get better at things. Kind of need to like, I want to get this discounted. This is kind of awkward here. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna die here, but we'll see. But I'll laugh at them. It's more like it's more like a frustration of you're spending so much time on this and you're not seeing progress. And I sometimes think with the right adjustments, you could be making progress. Like that's the whole point of the book. And it's like a frustration I feel for like people who are just jamming the same things and they don't think like, okay, am I getting better? What do I need to do to get better? Like, what is the difference between me and the people at the next level or the level 2 levels above? Are you know, and like actually figuring out, because it's so easy to find out the wrong things. Like I said, somebody will see a top 100 legend, they'll think, oh no, the high legend players just are luckier, you know, fundamentally, you know, like it's easy. Like people literally have that, jump to that, like that brain thing, because it's like, it's appealing, you know. All right, here we go. All right, we'll see if I can pull this off, chat.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again. Very good alive. Very good alive. Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
Seems good. No, dude. I needed that. Okay, if I go Freezy Boy here, right? I go Freezy Boy and I go Zerglings. My Zerglings are 7/8s, right? Or 7/7. So that would be, how much damage do I get here if I do that? I don't get rush for the next turn, right? But I get 7/7s, so that's 14. That's 18. Ugh, it's not really a win. tough. So maybe I want to hold this so I can have rush next turn. Probably better. Bad though.
I take the crown.
I don't know. I need to draw like Banelings or something here. I think Banelings is the out that wins us the game. I don't think people it's even like I think what does it mean to be gifted and why are the people who are gifted good? It's like, and I think because I've been gifted at certain things and not, I can even have a better understanding of like why I think I'm gifted at the things I'm gifted at and why I'm not gifted at the things I'm not, basically. I think I'm F'd here.
Decisions.
I think the fact that I didn't have working hands didn't give me the temptations of other things, which is part of the reason I'm good at Hearthstone. So I think that's like a big thing is your brain is a value machine. And because I saw Hearthstone as this like opportunity of something I could be really good at, where so many other things I couldn't do because of my disabilities, that really motivated me. Where if I just had working hands, I probably would have been less motivated.
Nothing can catch my hounds.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
Like I said, the people are just good at certain things. Is this like basically it's you saying I don't want to understand. It's kind of like the equivalent, in my opinion, in like when people like say for like the universe, they say, well, God did it, instead of like, well, how did God do it? You know, that's the kind of way I look at it. Like, okay, we say God did it. How did he do it? How did he pull this off? You know? I'm pretty up here. I can't push these in, right? He just did. Magnets, how do they work, you know? So it's that's the thing. It's like instead of just saying, oh, people are talented, why are they talented? What's happening in their brains that makes them talented? As opposed to like, are they just smarter? Well, why do sometimes smart people go do something else and they're not good at it? Why are they good at this and not good at that? Is it just sometimes they're similar things, you know? Anyways. People use the same methodology. I'm not sure. Yeah. So, I mean, my thing is like, I give examples of my own methodologies, but like part of the idea is you creating your own paradigms in your own brain and how do you approach problems. And like, how do you approach plateaus as opposed to, oh, I guess I'm just not as good, you know? And really being stubborn and being like, no, I am as good, but they're beating me. Why are they beating me?
In my way.
I guess I've had many scenarios where people were beating me and we were working equivalently hard. And I really believe that strongly. So it's a thing of like, people just want to say these reductive arguments like they just worked harder or they just wanted it more. And you could see all these counterexamples to these kind of things. You could also just be practicing in hard work. Like there are also, as you see, that the tragedy is like when you have people who work really, really hard and they practice really, really hard and they get beaten by much lazier people who I think do certain things right better that are more important than working hard. Even so, as foretold in the stars. Okay, so ZVD, let's talk about that. I was dating someone in the summer. We like went out for like 2 months. It was like we kind of like went out for like 4 weeks, and then we didn't talk for 3 weeks. It was kind of, then we went out for another like 4 weeks. And she was like into star signs, and I didn't like this. And I think like part of the reason I didn't like this, because she kind of said, "Oh, this helps me," and what I didn't like about it was that instead of like figuring out, like she would be feeling bad, right? And she does, instead of figuring out like, why am I feeling bad, right? Why am I hurting today? Why is something bothering me? And really like learning about like herself, maybe learning about the more complex part of herself. She would just say like, "Oh, I figured out why I'm feeling bad. Like Mercury's in retrograde, you know?" And she like sent me like you know, and it's like like it's like she didn't have to think about it anymore. Like she figured it out. It's Mercury. Like that's what's going on, you know? Mercury at it again. You know? And it's like now it's you must have, no, she was actually really nice. Like she was real nice. She was a sweet person, right? So space geometry like with the 4 months. Like she wasn't like, she was funny. Like she was I did chat. So she you know, anyways. But yeah, I just did like, you know, because I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it and figure out, okay, like, okay, why are you feeling bad? You know, like that's interesting to me. Figure out like, okay, what is actually going on with your emotions here? You know, because wait, oh, here's the play.
How interesting.
I effed up here. Whatever, dumb. Can't be as good as you, so they just can't know every match. Yeah. I mean, you're right. Like, yeah, it's so a lot of Hearthstone. This was there's a constantly chaining meta, so it's like a lot of it just putting in time, because you master a meta and then the meta changes and all your skills are kind of like back to square one. So I mean, they're right. Like they're completely right on their point of view there. So I'm not disagreeing with you, bro. Right? Mercury. Play the game thing. I mean, it's correct. It's more like if you compared me to people who play a similar amount. And I mean, I think the biggest reason why I'm good at the game still is compared to my competitive peers is simply because I enjoy it. Like it's not this complicated thing. It's just I like this game, so because of that, I play it more and then I get better at it. Like, and so I'm engaged. I think if you compare me to people who aren't doing as well who play it, it's probably they don't like it, so their brain doesn't get as engaged as much. Yeah. You're engaged. My brain is engaged in the game, so that's all I'm saying. In the rear with the gear. Blah, 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 blah. What do I do here? The healing totem actually sucks here. Okay. Baneling's here, right? Wait, I don't have the mana to do the play I want to do. I can just do one Baneling and it clears the whole board, right? So I have to play. You know what's awkward? I have to play the Baneling first here because I can't have this attack if I want to get the full clear. So I actually have to do this like weird awkward order here. But I should get a full clear, which is nice.
Ghost reporting.
Pretty good, right?
Operation.
I want. The third level of mental dude, to look up the cause of the codes. Dude, this spinning packs over there. Yeah.
The citadel stands strong.
Eyes on the horizon!
Ready to plunder.
You're gonna die. Is he just dead on board, bro?
Ready for dust off.
You're good enough to advance.
You win this one. first.
Nothing stands in my way.
Everybody's waiting for open arms. Did I get more female attention? I will say, Zika, I think there has been nothing that has made me less attractive than my life than deciding to play Hearthstone. But still worth it, alright? I actually, like, if we looked at the data and we looked at it objectively and we looked at like the amount of like people who are interested in me over the course of my life, and we look at Hearthstone, it's just like shooting down. There's no other factor, even like crippling depression and pain, not as powerful as playing Hearthstone. Like why didn't I play the spawning pool earlier? That's a mistake. Whoops.
The sword will consume all.
That's really good actually. This is very good now. I can go 2 and 2, right? Because you're a nerd. Hey, say. Yeah. I think it's like a little both. I think even just like spend too much time online. Like the internet is a weird place, and you go like out in the real world, and like you have like the anxieties of the internet, and then you realize no one kind of gives a shit, which is like they're kind of like this loser. Like why does they, you know? Which is kind of it's kind of a weird experience, you know. You know, actually, I think
Decisions.
better. Who lives online too? I don't even know if I want that nightmare. You know, it's like. I mean, yeah. So. Yeah. So. I mean, but like, it's okay. Wait, bro, look at that. That's frustrating. Okay, what do I do here? This is, I wish this were a 5/5. Hydra's kind of good, right? I mean, this is kind of good, but I think I'd rather do. Wait, oh, Infestor. Okay, this is rough because Infestor doesn't die here. Okay. So I can still just do a bunch of Zerglings. I guess I'm better off doing Brood Queen then, right? You do Zergling Viper. That's pretty bad though. They get the rush. So yeah. So I think I go Infestor, double Zergling. This doesn't die, so it's not good for the value trade. I think we want to not die at all costs here. Especially when we have Kerrigan next turn, right? So we have like a very good greedy hand. That's a red flag, yeah, so I don't know. OTK deck. Oh, that would be a huge turn on Zero Miss, right? So it's important. So I don't know. It's yes, Nessie. Would you date a Twitch chat member? Probably not, ZVD. But you never know. No.
Liberation is at hand.
Doesn't quite get through, right? 1 mana spell, launch. Now, what do I do here? Weapon hit. Took damage he didn't need to take here. I'm assuming he's gonna weapon hit here, right? Unless he holds. Oh, he holds. Okay. Probably pretty good for me, right?
Here I come, ready or not.
Yeah. So, who cheats at video games? Yeah, I don't know. Chad, if you cheated video games, you cheated real life, right? Once a cheater, always a cheater. Thinking the same. I'd Elon. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I would bet. You know, I don't know all the minor details of his sexual career, but I bet he's cheated because he's had like 8 wives or something. So usually that correlates with cheating, but I don't actually know, right? Like, son of a bitch. Would you date a girl who's better at Hearthstone than you? Yes, I would. Yes. I don't know. I feel like I got a few more games of this. I like. Let's see. What can we play after this? So we're not doing as good with this list. We could play.
Nothing stands in my way.
There's a Frost Death Knight that runs. It's kind of similar, but it runs Foam Render as a one of Kerrigan. Let me see the differences. Doesn't run the 6 mana spell. Let's see if there's anything. So Hydration Druid is some good stats. I'd like to play something with Kerrigan though. Because we got the Kerrigan. Ooh, I kind of think I should keep the Baneling thing here against Hunter. What do you think, chat? I'm keeping it. Okay, so let me see some other Zerg Rainbow Death Knight. That's kind of the list we're playing now, right? F Frost Rogue. Highlander, Warrior, Shafar, Zerg, Rainbow. A lot of Zerg, I mean, there's a lot of versions of this deck that are performing decently. I don't know. I mean, I feel like we could go back and play Warrior more. All right, UU Deckless Warrior. Okay, Ultraless Cavern. Consume. Okay, that looks cool. Horizon's Edge. What the heck is this? And Wheel. Dude, Sea Giants. Okay, chat. I found this list on the internet that looks like the most baity thing I've ever seen. But maybe we have to play it. I don't know.
Decisions.
Is what I sent earlier. Wait, Umbra, what did you send earlier? So it's like it's running consume. So it's running like spawning pool stuff, Ultraless Cavern, Forge of Willis. So a lot of that stuff. But it runs like Dark Mirror. So I think you can get like you can use that to get Symphony of Sins, Bob, Kerrigan, Ziliax, Wheel of Death, Sargeras, and double Sea Giant, which that's like, because you're using your location so much apparently. I'm curious. I'll admit it. It's more for the timing. The 7-mana Ziliax is actually used in wild decks. So, because 9-mana Ziliax is too slow. Neutral power take the enemy deck. Wait, what the?
You cannot evade my fellhounds!
Finding.
Well, that is Incendious. That's kind of nice. I can go airlock into Kerrigan now. Wait, son of a gun, chat. Wait, that helped them? No, dude. I was like, oh, this is a good thing I pulled out their Incendious, and now I realize it is not a good thing.
These could belong to a brand new species.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could.
No draw, please.
And finding
We hunger for vengeance.
Ready or not.
No, dude. Wait, they really dealt 5 there? Wait, why did it deal 5? Oh, it's so bad. I immediately lose all that value. I guess I could have, probably that was a mistake. I should have just traded off the Blood Mage first there. Whoops. Well, this sucks.
eight combatants enter, and I take the crown.
It's not even bad for me. Like, I lose a little bit of buffing, but in exchange, I mean, I guess they get the buffing, right? So, but I get a bunch of card draw here, like a bunch of free mana here, which is good for me.
Eight combatants enter, and I take the crown.
Could go coin, 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 chillin'. Maybe, is that better? Maybe it is.
The citadel stands strong.
Bro.
I can't turn this around. Oh.
I feel like if this deck had, like, we had better lifesteal, but, like, we lose life and then it's hard to come back. Tournament's better, I think. I mean, I kind of look at it as I probably need Reska to win here. So I'm trying to maximize my chances of drawing Reska. I don't think I win with any other cards. That's the way I was approaching it. So Baneling Barrage plus like Viper could get there too. But I kind of like need, like, what is coins gonna do for me there, right? It's also only costing me 2 mana marginally to play the Chillwind Bear in there, because I have to throw away a coin, so. Coin Queen? Oh, Queen does give me a 5/8, I guess. But maybe Queen was better. I got the Reska. What I needed here. Okay.
How to toy with them.
Take a good look. You ain't never
Shout
seen
it
the light
from the
again.
mountaintops!
Nobody attack me, they attack you!
Take a good look. You ain't never seen the light again.
Alright. As I mean, I see like I win these boards back, but then like I still die. So like there's a lot of cool things in this deck, but like I get to these situations where I have 8 life. And then I like seem like I die usually. Yeah, it does seem very dead.
Here I come, ready or not.
They just give me minions immediately and I get the buffs on them immediately, right? Yeah. This is what I mean though, Chad, of like if I had life here, like I should wait to gain life, but like I have to find a lethal. I don't think I ever have a lethal, you know? Probably drawing like airlock breach is the best out here, but that's unlikely, so I don't know.
How to toy with them.
On eruption I'm dead, I know, right? I have a way to play these banelings. I mean attack with these banelings? Not really.
You're like,
No one gets a free pass.
That's pretty good, right? I got a taunt in the way, so it's a little more awkward for them to kill me. Bro.
I will still find you.
Chad, double face there. If they hit my minions there, he doesn't have lethal and I win. Son of a gun. Alright. I think we should play something else. So I found this very I want to food cards, Kerrigan. Alright. So I want to try this.